Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons Divided. Rivenheim, we're happy to see you here as always. This episode is brought to you by our lovely sponsors, The Goods Merchant and +3 Charisma. Thank you so much. And of course, we're happy to see you to support us as well. Let us meet the heroes for today. Starting down over there, Mr. Roy, please tell us who you are and who you're playing.
My name is Roy Halo, and I will be playing Corey, the Rogue.
Hi everybody, I'm D.W. McCann, voice actor and performer and writer and whatever they'll let me do. And I am playing the Warforged Artificer, Tinkus.
And my name is Shauna Lett. I'm also an actor. I'm playing Captain Sophina Rain. Thank you very much.
I am Chris Rickabaugh. I'll be playing Aldor Rothgate, the very troubled warlock. And I do lots of creative stuff, and I'm not going to list it.
Hi everybody, I'm Zoe. I go by Zozy Pose on the internet, and I'm a cosplayer, singer, and model, and I'll be playing Paya, my very cool monk. She's so tall.
So big.
She's so big. She's so big. Hey guys, I'm Joshua Story. I'm a voice actor, audiobook narrator, producer, and I'll be playing 𝐒𝐩𝐬𝐲 the fighter Goliath. And just to point out something, if it's not obvious, we're both wearing green, and my shirt's better because I'm going to see my daughter this weekend, and so gamer dad.
That makes your shirt better?
Yes.
Can I get the
Clearly.
green memo?
The daughter points is what makes it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
bonus points.
I'll give you that, but I mean, you know.
All right. Fair enough.
He's got the ring to go with it, though.
I know.
I
That's
do
the
have
nice touch.
I do have the ring.
I'm
You
so
don't have a
happy.
gamer dad
So
ring to go with it.
we're both rapping, but I left my ring at home, like it.
Wait, okay.
Myself.
So I honestly came out, I said, I didn't get the Green Lantern shirt reference. I saw him in green. I didn't realize you were also wearing a Green Lantern shirt. I thought it was the two greens, and we have two Green Lanterns. That's okay.
None of this was
No, none
planned.
of, we do not check our wardrobes ahead of time.
But who are you wearing a Green Lantern shirt?
Who am I? Thank you. I was about to.
Yeah, he's back there.
Who is that guy at the end of the
Someone
tape?
intro, so
He's a
totally
guy.
answer. So my name is PJ McGaw. I am the GM for Dungeons Divided, and we're gonna cut to the intro. We hope you like the intro. We'll see you when it's done.
See you soon.
And welcome to the episode. Now, if you haven't had a chance to go back and watch it on our lovely VOD or YouTube, please make sure to go check it out. But while we have you here, the heroes just survived a pretty tough fight. Fighter went down. He was healed immediately. Spell slots are low. HP might be even lower. But you're in a room with technically two, treasure-filled containers. And I'm going to throw the narrative back to you guys. So what are you going to do in this room now that old Brandi is back in the grave? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna let my mage hand drop the fish.
My fish.
The green smoke comes back out of the fish.
We all die from the stench.
Well, I guess
Leave it on his grave.
So rude.
Mocking this poor troll.
The hand picks up the fish and puts it on the grave.
I will. I'll probably collapse back onto the onto the chest. Okay, well, we survived. That's something.
Old Brandi wasn't that tough, right?
Yeah, he was.
No.
Yep. Yeah. He was easy. Yeah, you tackled him like so easy, and we just shoved a fish up his face, and it was really easy peasy. No one died.
That's right, I did. I completely did.
You want a hug?
Yeah, great job, everyone.
You want a hug? You're doing great. Yeah, you're doing.
Might as well see what we got, right?
Well,
I'll go ahead and turn around and
be careful.
Before you do that, really fast, looks like TW wanted to do something.
Yeah, I'm going to use my last spell slot, and I'm going to activate Detect Magic, and I'm going to start looking through the pile of bones. I know those things are probably magic, but I'm going to check through now that I've got time, and I also just blew this pile apart, so...
True. Unfortunately, there is no magic in that pile of bones.
That's why they're dead.
That makes sense.
I'll go ahead and turn around and open the chest again.
The kind of mercurial silvery one. As you open up, assuming you didn't take anything out, there is that leather bracelet with kind of ancient fossilized acorns and animal teeth kind of binding in that leather bracelet strap, and you have a thing about the size of a dinner plate with golden trim on the sides and this opaque, translucent kind of blue glass that when you look at it, arcane sigils begin to form. Kind of hard to read it all right now. We see a bunch of images laying on top of images.
Interesting. I'll go ahead and take the 2 items out of the chest. Does anyone know how to identify this?
Well, I've got Detect Magic up.
Okay.
I'll come over and have a look.
Okay.
You literally see Tinkus's eyes kind of readjust, and there's a yellow glow to them now.
I see some arcane sigils here. I can't really quite make it out.
That's your thing? Well, where's Cereal?
Oh, I mean, it's probably many of our things.
My thing's cooking, so...
Tinkus, give me your choice of a crafting check or a nature check. You will note that they both have, because you're using Detect Magic for a while at this point, so you'd get the School of Magic. So you are going to get some abjuration from it.
So it was crafting or what?
Crafting or nature. The DC will be pretty high on the nature check.
Figures.
Also, I just want to kind of check what are we calling a crafting skill?
Oh, my apologies. Getting my systems mixed up. Give me an Arcana check for that.
Okay, so Arcana or Nature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to use my Arcana.
Okay.
Plus 6 on that. That's 20. 20.
All right, so you're looking at the leather straps. Not quite sure what it is. Definitely has more of a naturistic aspect of it. But the minute you look at that kind of unusual thing about the size of a dinner plate, you start to recognize how the symbols lay upon one another. Some concepts that you are aware when it comes to crafting. And you find the very first blueprint of the game. If you take some downtime, you can read this, and then later make more downtime actions to build what this blueprint will build.
Ooh.
These are blueprints. I could make this.
Interesting.
What is it?
I'm not quite sure yet, but with time, I would know.
It also looks like a dinner plate, so...
Well, see here, and he starts almost putting you to sleep in description of how this this means here, and this is the shave off of the angle that you have to take, and you have to cut the... Oh, sorry, I do that sometimes.
Yeah, it could also be worth something. I mean, could you craft something that may be of value?
Well, here's the thing. The plan would be worth something. However, if we can learn to craft it, we can sell what it crafts over and over again.
Good point.
That's really smart.
Here, why don't you hold on to it and study it?
You see a little compartment open.
What about over here?
It's like a CD.
I start looking at the skull.
Okay. Yeah, the skull at this point is open, hinged mouth, the red eyes glowing in the eye sockets. You see a kind of a golden, I guess best way, I don't want to say sack, but like a bag that looks like it can be opened up. Something's definitely inside. Something about the size of a basketball, give or take. Maybe a little smaller, maybe more like a, I don't know, like a duck pin bowling ball, if you know what those are. It's a throwback, I know.
That's
but it's
so
about
specific.
this big inside the gold bag. You'd have to reach in there, unfortunately, to get it out.
You feel a little
The
tap,
hand.
the hand tapping on your shoulder. Why don't you
yes.
just let me,
It's wise, but let me look at the skull itself. Is there any magic to the skull?
Oh, yeah.
Is the magic active going to do anything, or is the magic passive and just it is exuding magic?
It seems to be exuding necromancy. However, as you were to continue to hold on to it, detect magic, you're not getting the exact spell. You just know that there is a force of energy working through it to make it function as it would.
All right, I step out of the way of the hand.
the hand will try to grab the bag and pull it out.
Okay. Now, remind me, this is mage hand.
Yes.
It doesn't really count as a physical object. It's more of like an embodiment of telekinesis, effectively.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Reach in. The bag will probably be, I'll put it at just the limitation for the weight of a mage hand, which I want to say is about 15 pounds, like 5 to 15 pounds.
5 pounds.
I think it's 5
pounds.
pounds.
Yeah, I know there's a 5 in there, so it's 5 pounds specifically. It'll be about 5 pounds, so it will slug it back.
Okay.
But you're getting it back, no problem. Putting it down
drag
there.
it out.
Also put a
Yes.
hand under it, like in case it drops anything. Not touching it yet to let it get to him. But
We'll pull it out a significant distance from the skull.
Okay. Okay. It is, I'm going to say, what would you say a significant distance is for you? 5 feet, 10 feet, 15?
15 feet.
15 feet. As you get it far enough out, you notice the red lights dim, and that hinged mouth kind of gets tired and slams down. The echo of that slam reverberates in the room, and whether or not it would have been worse had the trap activated or just the spell ran out, a limb probably would have been lost, a neck would have been broken, it could have been lethal.
and is there magic still flowing through the skull, or is now it dissipated?
It's dormant.
Dormant.
Huh. Okay,
So what's in the purse?
oh, that's what I'm gonna find out. And Mage Hand will tug at the string of the pouch to open it.
That's it. Opens up. You look in and you see, again, about that exact same size, a purple censer. Little holes where incense can be lit and mist can come out. The incense can be wafted from it.
Religious thing?
Might be able to fetch a price.
Am I getting anything of school or anything off of it?
Detect magic is still on it.
Yep.
Yeah. You're gonna be finding conjuration on this, big time.
It is a magic item.
Huh.
As is that wrist strap. The thing with acorns and teeth.
Bracelet?
Interesting. Well,
We would
that
like
was-
to,
maybe we should have it identified.
Yes, I don't have identify.
1 second. Safina, were you gonna say something?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Anyone else?
Is it just the censer?
The bag itself does not have magic, yes? The bag is a bag.
Well, that's it. It seems like a waste to be guarded by somebody. We should probably check out the other room, yeah?
We were told that this object is the treasure that's being guarded.
Yes, so it probably does have some magic
With
ability.
a powerful artifact.
All right. Well, we'll put it in a bag and.
I don't know that we want to just test it, so yes, I think that would be wisest for
The
now.
Mage Hand will
mean, are you-
close that sack back up, and then put the sack in one of our packs. Who wants it?
I'll take it.
And Who wants to
For
carry
my
the
incense for
acorn
later.
and bone?
I got
Acorn
it.
and teeth. You have that? All right.
Well, now begins the question. You have gone into this room. You have survived and conquered the fight with Brandi, who is counting the days when he gets to return and enact his vengeance. And you've gotten some spoils for your troubles. There is the big room in the center where you can rest, have some downtime, do some research, cook, hunt, do whatever you need to, and continue on the next day. Or you can take your tired bones back to the guild. Choice is yours. What do you want to do?
So many bones.
I think an evening's rest would be warranted, but I'm open to what the party thinks.
Well, we do have some items that need to be identified. And we did have a few casualties.
Yeah, Mr. Nibbles is gone. That's true.
Again?
Where'd he go?
Proper rest.
For the best.
If we could get proper rest in that room and go out for one more, but I will not push anybody for it.
Here's a question. Do we have any food?
Reach into my, I'd reach into my toga and pull out what little morsels are left. It's just mushed up with fur and string. I mean, just-
My friend, that will not do. You just died. You deserve some sort of feast. So I think on our way back over there, we should find something to eat.
Hey, bud.
Anyone down to hunt?
Well, I will say this. What was our objective?
This.
Okay,
Not
we
See
have-
if we can work together, yes?
Yes?
Well, what do you think?
Gonna need some practice.
I agreed.
The fact that I'm willing to go in again should say what my answer is.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. For now, this seems doable.
Well, I will say this. Besides identifying the items that we do have, I would also like to do some research. Some of us are being hunted.
Oh, your nemesis problem.
Right.
Yes. Not that I want to waste any time, but a short break, maybe some time to get some food.
Food sounds good. I'm down for that.
What say you, Tinkus?
I do not eat, but I will join you.
Sophina?
I'll cast Good Berry, and suddenly there's like 10 berries in my hand.
I'll
Each of
take
these is like a full meal, so you can each have one.
one handful.
No, one berry. You gotta share. I know you can't eat, but maybe you can try.
I start passing them out.
Yeah, there you go. It's perfect.
Yeah.
He holds his hand out, still expectantly.
I keep moving past.
How long do these last?
A day.
A day? A couple days? Would you... Anyone else?
I mean, I had one. I'm fine.
If you want the rest, you can hold on to them.
Did you snort that?
What is it? Is it a +4?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
It
So
gives
plus
you a-
4.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it
my
heals
bad.
you.
It does heal you.
It heals you for 1 HP to berry.
Oh, 1 HP of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a 4. Okay. 1 HP, yeah.
Spits it or snorts it right back out in your direction.
Have you never had a berry before?
Don't catch it.
No.
You eat it.
Not nasally, I think.
It's not a
Wanna
drug.
try one?
I'm smelled good.
Eat it.
Throws it in his mouth, eats it.
It tastes like... it tastes really good, and it makes you feel full.
All right, well, either way, let's
you
head back to
want
the
to get
center.
the research done.
I do. I say we head back to the center room. For those who need a longer rest, you can rest. I would like to do a little more research, if you don't mind. And
Oh.
anybody would like to join me?
Yeah,
I
do
may,
some research.
if there is research to be had, but I do not have a place to stay in town. So I may come back in and stay in that room that is set for people to stay in.
Did not the guild say that they would give us a place to sleep?
Did they? Oh. I may have missed that bit of information.
That's our room and board.
Very well.
Maybe we can get some more of that the coffee that we was offered so well.
Tinkus, that plate is in your charge.
Yes.
Why don't you do some research on that?
Oh, I plan on it, but I do not need to go somewhere to do that research. It will be done wherever I am staying.
Really?
Yes.
Peculiar. All right.
This is the kind of work I do. Studying a blueprint will be like other people reading a book.
Right then.
Depends on the person.
That being said, yes, you had a question?
How does Goodberry affect her with
That's
her curse?
That's a very good question. While that could be a very good workaround, I will say, because it is a curse, and I'm sure it's probably very agitated at your brilliant suggestion, you will also have to continue to eat food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they have to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it help like
Some of us don't know
temporarily?
the
Could
curse.
that be one?
Like it
option?
wouldn't. It wouldn't solve the problem, but would it make it so she's not like dying of hunger, but just like
Take the edge off.
Yeah.
take the edge off? That's what.
It would definitely take the edge
Send me
off.
low for the edge.
I think
Send me low for the edge, man.
in order for you to gain access to more of your key points, though, you will have to continue to eat.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
while that would help with some of the hunger pain, if you want to get that connection with mind and body, you're probably gonna have more than a magical berry.
I want to hunt. I want to find something to eat, and I want to make something delicious.
Excellent. Give me a survival check to hunt around the area.
I was like, is there something in the room? A rat?
All right, that's not
Mr. Nibbles.
Was there anything in the pile of bones when I was going through it?
That's a
Nothing
13.
alive.
Okay.
Was it?
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. So this floor has at least two minor but very prevalent fauna. You're going to find rock crabs and cave bats. The cave bats, unless they show signs of any health issues, they're usually pretty good meat. The rock crabs, very, very hardy land crustaceans, but they are still filled with a very sweet, tender meat.
How big are they?
Oh, they're not very big. I'm going to say they're maybe about the size of a shot put, like this big.
I see.
I say we boil those over the fire. Scoop them up. They come with a bowl. It's great.
Give me a D4. That's how many rock crabs you'll find with 13.
Not this one. Not this one.
3.
Right? You find 3 hardy, stubborn rock crabs that you can now cook with. You don't want them living and raw, man. It's not going to go well for you. Oh, you're stealing them, or you eating them?
He wants that Mr. Nibbles.
Oh, you give me a survival check.
He finds one.
Thing is gonna snip at you so much.
18.
18. Very, very good. You find a rodent, a little larger than what you would imagine. It's got a long snout. Its hair is not very healthy. In fact, you see mostly an unusual scab all over its body. And the long nose just has a bunch of weird snarling fangs coming out of each side.
Oh, he's so cute.
I don't think they exist.
Oh.
I would
wanna-
try and put a little,
Yeah, give it
little
a-
leash around him.
Give it a berry. Give it a berry.
Yeah.
I missed Mr. Nibbles one.
Come here, Mr. Nibbles.
I don't think that's brought healthy.
And I slam my hand down to grab him.
Oh,
An animal handling check.
it's okay. He won't last long. You're gonna put him out of his misery.
Yeah, he's just gonna kill it.
12.
Well, put your hand down on it.
I didn't say I
You
put
feel
my-
this intense,
I
like
think
panic,
you
like.
missed what I just said.
What's that?
I think you missed what I just said.
I did. What did you say?
I said I slammed my head down to grab him.
So you're not holding him down. You're petting the rabbit, Lenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, let's change that to an attack roll. Go ahead, roll to hit.
Oh my god.
He attacks with
Oh
pet.
my god.
26.
No way.
Okay. I feel like Aldor is sneaking up behind you and shaking his head and like Eldritch Blast. But no, that's not what I'm gonna do.
I'm going to pet him and squeeze him
Thank
and
you.
love him.
Yeah. Like
You know what? I have to
just
ask.
keep petting it.
Tell me about the ROUSs, George.
Because you said 26. Is that a 20 plus 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened.
So your strength modifier is a what?
Actually, no, I'm sorry. That'd be 25. My apologies.
25. Okay.
My apologies.
So the die face was not a 20. The die face was not a nat 20.
No, it was. My modifier's 5.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
But your proficiency is a 2.
Nat 20. Okay. Now, normally the enhancement bonuses on things don't double. But what I'll say for a crit on this is that you slam your hand down, and the creature is unconscious.
He went to sleep.
He's taking a very wet nap right now.
He went to something.
I'm gonna put him in my pouch. In his little holster. He's probably bigger than the holster because it wasn't made for him.
Made for a smaller mouse, yes.
Yeah, he definitely looks like someone to... You know the creature from the Ice Age movies?
He's a big kid on the
God, I
motorbike.
hate that thing.
Yeah, he looks like the worst version of Scrat. Like Scrat after getting a bad divorce.
Only
like
a
he's not
mummy
looking
could love him.
Saber-toothed squirrel.
What's that?
I said only a mummy could love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Eldor?
Aldor's gonna leave the room, his hand on the wall, and try not to throw up.
I'll come and pat you on the back. It's okay.
Maybe you just need some more food. I've got a little bit left.
That poor creature.
Let's
Poor
go.
thing.
Anyway, right.
Okay.
So, DW, what were you going to say?
Did you mention the 35 days to us?
Yeah, that was my
You have
question.
not mentioned that. Then, so using my imbue item, I can leave a message on an item. I'm going to take one of the bones and put Brandi will return from here, and I mark the grave.
Okay. Okay. Brandi will return from your I love that.
I don't know when. That's something you didn't tell me. But I mark.
I wish I could take one of the bones as a back scratcher.
You probably can. Isn't it?
Back scratcher.
I'd like to do that, if like me. Unless it's too late. That's fine.
Yeah, there's bones everywhere. They're scattered
I
about.
kind of blew them all over the place.
Yeah.
Someone had to make a mess.
Anyways.
Are there, around the grave, are there any runes or anything that I can find under like the dirt or anything?
Casual glance, you can't see anything besides the open air grave, not the open air grave, but the dirt grave in the middle of this room.
Yeah.
The bones, signs of countless combat, but nothing magical.
This is probably not his original grave.
What are you thinking?
I'm wondering if he has multiple graves around here. Because they said that he will basically respawn in different areas. So we don't know exactly, or at least maybe I'm misremembering, but that's what I think.
From what I understand of this dungeon, he may move. This room may move.
Yeah, so maybe this is his original grave, or maybe there's another one. And that could maybe explain why he keeps coming back.
Well, the only way to find out is to keep exploring. So let's press forward.
Thought you wanted to go back.
Well, yes, let's go back, as in, let's press forward to go back.
Right, that was my question. I was like, wait, are we going to...
The Warforged sits for a moment as that process.
It makes sense to me.
Aldor puts his hand on Tinkus's shoulder. Yeah, me too.
It's good to not feel alone.
I mean, where's the logic?
I find none.
Right.
I'm gonna take some of the dirt and put it in a jar. Not my jar of water, but a different jar.
So, two things. You're taking the grave dirt and putting it... Okay, and now you're a pirate with a jar of dirt.
Yeah.
You get a jar of dirt.
Cool.
If we could put Brandi's heart in it, even better. But,
Oh my god.
Right now.
All right, so you're returning back to the main central room.
With the tents and the cook pit, yes?
Yeah. Massive area. Don't forget, there is a treasure chest in that room that is like a remote depository, almost like a bag of holding, but much bigger. You have the key that'll get you your access to your pocket dimension, effectively.
Which you kept the key, yes?
Haldor has it.
Oh, you have it.
Oh yeah, I've got it.
Yeah. You
Just saw
have
the key.
you have
saw your
an ever lit
yeah.
campfire pit in the center. So with a magic phrase that's written on the ground, you can activate the fire on and off. So when you go to bed at night, you don't have to worry about, taking down the campfire. In the morning, you can have it open for breakfast immediately. The tents are pretty big. I believe they fit about 4 people with all their gear very, very well. And everything else is a very comfy bedroll. You can take a short rest here and get your hit points rolled with the... I'm going to blank of the hit dice. Or you can just take a long rest. Either way...
I need more than a short rest. I don't know about others.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to bring something up. What happened to Cytherio?
There was a blackness around him, the shadows.
Do we need to find him down here?
I'm not sure how we would.
Right.
Something tells me
He came into our life rather randomly, I guess.
Something tells me we'll see him again.
Okay, so Brandi didn't eat him.
No.
What?
Why wasn't in the room?
Yes, he was behind me, and then he wasn't.
Are you petting your new
You start seeing his
unconscious
eyes
pet?
do that, and he starts kind of waking up. And the minute you do that, and his eye is just...
Oh, hey, buddy.
Well, quit torturing him.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be a
did
limit to
good.
how
You
much
did good.
that
No animals were
Sophia can
tortured.
handle.
We know
As a
also,
druid.
we know also if out of character that sound is messing with you. Let me know.
Now listen here, buddy. If you're going to be with us, you've got to earn your place. And by earning your place,
Don't put him in the box.
Stand guard.
Don't. Okay.
into the box.
No,
we gone
I
back
did
to
not
that room?
open the box.
Yeah, we have not opened the box.
It's locked.
He has not
Aldor
been
with
gone
the
in.
key
It's
has not
locked, it's
opened the
locked.
box.
I would like to... Pyre, if you open the box, please.
I don't have the
Not
key.
have the key.
Darn, I really wish I could, but I just don't have the key. I'm gonna go cook. Yeah, so whatever happens over there, I'm just gonna.
I hate this about my character.
No, Aldor does.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But that's what
Actually.
Tinkus would do.
Aldor, do you have the key to the box?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
I'm cooking.
Possibly.
Can we borrow it for a minute?
No.
Why?
Oh, just,
Explain.
it was just, there's make sure it's safe. We gotta make sure that everything that we throw into the box remains in the box.
We haven't.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we
Nope,
could.
nothing in there.
Right, just making sure.
Right, good then.
I start to walk away.
I will be making a compute code in my back algorithms of maybe I should not mention who has the key again. Back the algorithms so they can hopefully
Aldor
pop
shoots
up.
you a look, like just real, almost imperceptible.
Maybe later. In the meantime, just continue. Just have some food. And I start taking my finger and shoving it down his throat.
His
Like a
eyes
little
definitely
bird,
bulge.
you gotta get it past the goggle,
Yeah, just a creature with teeth and narrow vision. We don't need to let him chew.
From goggle to zatch. All the way. Gets his
Someone-
nutrition.
You are
Will
saying
someone please
words.
tell him what he's doing?
He likes it.
Druid may be the best at explaining it.
You guys just see her. She's like, if you keep hurting that thing, I will have to hurt you.
Well, hurting him, feeding him.
You're not feeding him, you're hurting him.
No,
It's
look, and I
torture.
shove like... Shut your face. I would never.
She's gonna have issues.
No, that's very fair. No, I understand.
I would
there
never.
is-
And I put him back in his little carrier.
Give me either an animal handling check or an insight check.
Me?
Yes.
Like, it's not my place. It's not my place.
14 either way.
Okay, 14 either way.
Yeah.
For a total of 14. So, as a druid, you understand animals very well. You have that deep empathy with most creatures. You may not speak their language, but you know how most animals function. You can definitely see all the signs and know exactly how to point them out to show 𝐒𝐩𝐬𝐪 this creature is in panic mode and is not happy with the treatment.
Okay.
I mean, he's excited. Look at him.
I will go into in-depth explanations of exactly everything, and I'll point it out. See his eyes right now.
Yeah?
That is not excitement.
It's not.
That is extreme terror. You are scaring him. Do you want him to be afraid of you?
No.
Then stop treating him like that. Shoving things. Would you like it if I took this and I shoved it down your throat?
Yes.
And I went and I made you choke. What if I was 10 times your size?
That would be impressive.
Exactly. If my hand was as big as Brandeis' hand,
Yeah, brown
and I
eye.
took my fingers and I shoved them in your mouth, do you think they would fit? Can your mouth stretch enough to fit this if it was Brandeis' size?
I don't know.
The answer's no. It's from over in the corner, like, no, of course not.
I'm cooking.
I see. I want to get to. I just want to check in on this scene. We good? Is there anything else happen? We're good.
I'm just gonna.
I think we all want to
Okay.
be a part of the scene. Okay,
Okay.
That's what I'm going to be doing outside.
Then with that, I seen your finger up longer, so please do that. Yes.
Okay, so as soon as this conversation started going on, Tinkus went and started tinkering on something. Nope. I'm going to have made a balloon inflated, able to burst, little fake creature, such that when you shove things in its mouth, it will literally pop.
Got it.
Okay.
This may help you demonstrate.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay. So,
And it has the beady eyes sticking out, just like I saw in that thing, perfectly carved in wood.
Does it? Yeah, does it squeak when you?
squeak. No, it's one of those ones where you squish it and its eyes go.
But as you shove food in its mouth, it will actually distend the belly and pop.
Yeah. Okay. So I will show him. Does it have like guts inside or like fake?
Well, the
things?
food will come out.
Okay.
What is inside will, but
here, wait.
it's usable
Use
only
the-
once because it is not repairable.
Use the berries. Put the berries in there. They're very graphic.
Okay. I'll take it, and I'll even pretend.
Why does he get more than one?
Don't just watch. Okay. Hi. You need to eat my food.
Oh God.
I'll do exactly what you did.
This is _𝐒𝐻𝐬𝐪 impression.
And I'll say this, it doesn't take long. You see the balloon grow. The creature's like mouth begins to crack and break, and then eventually it all just pops like a balloon, like a water balloon.
Yeah, and just for that's a very good crafting score. It's an 18 on the crafting.
So it looks really horrifying.
That's how well this works.
I want you to understand that my intelligence is under attack.
And that's
Yeah,
just
that's
adding
fine.
my abilities to my
And
tools
as
to
even
die roll.
she'll even as she's doing it, as it gets like bigger, she'll be like, "Oh God, please stop! You're hurting me."
Tears start rolling down his cheeks.
Oh.
Is 𝐒𝐻𝐬𝐪 having a breakthrough?
Baby!
God, I hope.
Is 𝐒𝐻𝐬𝐪 having a
And then
breakthrough?
right before it explodes, oh God, no!
𝐒𝐻𝐬𝐪, please.
I'm out of morsels of food.
So close. Corin, what are you gonna do?
I pick up a scrap bone or something that I find on the floor, imagining that I can find some kind of scrap, and just. I've been watching this whole thing go on, you know. My head's spinning about other things, but at this point, this is just a distraction. Allow me to help. And I take the bone and I just snap at his hand. No! Bad zone! Bad zone! You understand? This is bad. Do not hurt the little animals.
Reactions.
Oh God. I'm cooking.
Intimidation.
I'm cooking.
Can I roll for intimidation?
I can't wait to see this.
Before we do, I wanna
I'm-
check.
Oh no!
Or persuasion.
I'll check with my players. Do we consent to PvP? How are we feeling down
No,
there?
there's no PvP here. Just
Can I slide a hand
you are hitting
creature
him.
off of him
I'm
while he's
slapping his
distracted
finger.
by this?
Let me get back to you when I figure out what's happening right there. But we'll figure that out. So the question is, because you're making a check against him,
Yes.
I consider that a
Okay.
little bit of a conflict. What are we feeling? What are we doing?
2 things.
Yeah.
1, I take Nibbles and I set him down for a moment.
Okay, perfect. I'll scoop him up.
Good boy.
Now you have my attention. And I grab him, I go to pick him up. Nice.
Yeah, I will definitely.
Athletics versus
So
I
you're
will.
going to grab him.
I will slink out before you can grab it.
Test your checks then. Give me athletics, give me acrobatics.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I got an 18 with you said acrobatics.
Mhm.
Acrobatics, which would make it a 24.
24. What was yours?
20.
It was a dirty 20.
Right. Yeah. You try to grab him and you just, duck and under and stand over to the side. So like as he's moving forward, you now got him on the circle.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
𝐒𝐲𝐲𝐬𝐬, look at me. You are a good boy. You are very good. Okay? I am your friend. I am your friend. Animal is your friend too. You love the animal, yes?
Yeah, I love Mr. Nibbles.
You love Mr. Nibbles, right?
That's right, Mr. He's gone!
Mr. And he starts going, he goes off into the little corners and he's ignoring you at this point and just looking for him.
Oh no, where did Mr. Nipples go?
Oh no, he's gone.
Anyway, I turn the scene back over as he's continuing to look.
Okay, so it's like off in background. You see 𝐒𝐲𝐲𝐬𝐬's going, what is he like in the background? Please tell me.
He's like scrambling around, lifting up like loose rocks and bricks and everything, and just, Mr. Nibbles! Mr. Nibbles! Yeah,
All while running around.
Yeah, this is ongoing.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna last a while. That's fine.
I'm cooking.
I'm gonna turn to Tinkus and be like, by chance, would you be able to make a creature about yay big, named Mr. Nibbles, that he wouldn't be able to hurt, that he could still love on the way that he wants to love?
I gave him my artillery gun. He decided it was a toy and did not want to play with it.
Well, what if it seemed like it was alive instead?
My artillery gun was able to move on its own.
Yes, but it didn't look like an animal. That's what I'm saying.
That may take extra effort. I would have to look into that. That is not something I can do immediately.
Yes. Let me know if there's
I will look
any way
into
I
it.
can help.
Do I hear this conversation?
We're not hiding it.
Okay.
In all honesty, I don't care if he
No.
hears
Well,
it.
listen. I'm over here making a meal. Maybe it's a peace offering of a meal. We all need to sit down and have some food together and relax a little bit. Yes, Now these crabs. Can you use the shell as a sort of apparatus for some sort of natural-looking creature? Do we think that would appease him,
We
or does
don't
it need
the
to
shells
have?
to eat.
Does it need to have fur for him? That's the question.
I don't know, but I could have started with that. As I know that in preparation, you don't eat the shells, yes? Mm-hmm. I can start there. It gives me something to work with. I'll see what I can do.
So I'll be taking one of the shells and starting to see how I can work that into a toy.
Okay. Arcana check. I
It's
don't
a
know.
15.
It was a 15. Yeah, you kind of get the idea that this is a very sturdy shell, and it's got a lot of room in it, and it can expand, especially with some of your ingenuity on springs and different types of complex toys. You might be able to use this as a base for something, and maybe even add layers of like fur to it. Whatever your creativity wants, this is a good base.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll save that as materials.
Excellent.
Also, I just wanted, before we move on from this scene, one thing I'm going to walk up to you. He may be simple, but I don't think he's as simple as you think he is.
Noted.
Really fast. Give me a. Here's the problem with tools in 5th edition. There aren't really any rules about tools. So, I want you to tell me what skill you think makes sense for cooking and using the cooking implements.
Well, I would say either Like, I could do medicine for that. I could do sleight of hand. I could do nature.
Okay. You know what? I will take nature.
Okay.
You know the animals, you know how they work with food. Yeah, I'll take nature, absolutely.
Do I see any sort of herbs around, anything that I can kind of throw in there as well? Or would I already kind of have some from back home?
I'll let you have some in the pack, sure.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
You are, after all, a trained chef. I think if there was anything here, it would mostly be like moss and, fungus like that.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna use the crabs. We're gonna use a little bit of the good berries, some moss, and some herbs, and we'll kind of cook them over the fire.
All right. And that roll, see how good it comes out. It's like that mini game in like Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, where you have to cook, kind of blind.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I got a 17.
Yeah.
Now that's +2 for my nature. Do I use my proficiency for my cook's tools?
Yes, that would be functioning as proficiency.
So plus another 2 and plus a 4 because I'm working with herbs.
Oh,
So
okay.
23.
How much? 23?
23.
Oh my god, it's gonna be delicious. Yeah. Describe this amazing.
I will be turning on my taste buds.
Yeah, please describe for me if you can in Miyazakian fashion how this amazing food creation comes to life.
All right, so we got a sort of Creole boil going on. She's actually gonna take a little bag, like a plastic bag, not quite, maybe like a cheesecloth bag, and put the crabs in there. And she's essentially gonna steam them with the berries and the herbs together. Yeah.
So I imagine it's like obviously the sweet, tender, savory flavor of the crab meets the kind of more sweet and pungent taste of the berries, and that spice is bringing all the notes together in this big, loud but enjoyable. It's like a soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Now I'm hungry. Damn it. Awesome.
Yeah.
And eating that, I mean, you're going to take a long rest, so it's not, the health benefits won't really matter as such, but I will say any residuals, which there are enough, you can carry over into the next day for those 8, like, sweet treats that you can make.
Okay.
That will give people 10 HP.
8 treats.
Nice.
All right.
Yes.
How's my belly feeling? How's the key?
Full. The minute you get this soup in your body, ring, all your key points return and have access again.
Sure. All things should be this way. We're so good. We're sitting around, we're having a meal. It's great.
Corn, was there something you wanted to do?
Yes. I guess. Well, if we're eating, then as we're eating, I will comment on the food. It's quite wonderful, by the way. Thank you so much. I was wondering though, the object that we found, the incense
The sensor?
bowl, whatever it is. Do you mind if I see it? I'd like to. Get a sketch of it if we can.
Sure.
Am I understanding this correctly? That it is like one of the things that would hold the incense, and then the censer that comes down, and then the chain.
Yeah.
So you would be able to smoke.
Yeah. The odd thing about this censer, though, even though it is, for all intents and purposes, a censer, it doesn't have a chain coming off it. Instead, the bottom of the censer is reinforced by 4 gold kind of claw legs that come out of the round. So it is an incense pot, but it maybe at one point was a censer on a chain, not in its current state.
More of a brazier.
Or if you don't mind,
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I do want to search for someone to identify some of these items.
I think that will be.
Do you
better when we
draw?
get out.
Yes.
How's your drawing?
Actually, quite good.
Do you have any work? Can I see?
I
Listen.
take a deep breath. I look at the others, and I take up the book out of my satchel, and it's essentially a journal, and I'll flip through, and I will show her a picture of some landscaping that I drew, some herbs, and it's pretty alluring.
Listen, I'm making a recipe book, and she's gonna open the book. I don't have it today, of course. She's gonna open the book and show you a picture of a cockatrice that she made that looks like a 2-year-old drew it. And not my strong point on the illustrations.
I
So
can see that. Yes.
Thanks. Yeah.
But your cooking skills are immaculate, so
Thank you.
you make up for it, that's for sure. Well, maybe I can help.
That'd be great.
We've got to say something, but I don't want to interrupt this.
Is anyone doing? Are you researching the blueprint?
Since I do not have to sleep,
Yes.
I'm not sure if I can spend the time for my long rest doing the research, is what I'd like to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have no problem with that. It's funny you mention rest, though, because you hear a very, very loud snoring. Like fighting for their life against a bear snoring. Passed out out of sheer exhaustion and panic and worry of it, Mr. Nibbles, �10𝙬𝐸 has collapsed into a convenient pile of sleepy big man.
Aww. Got a blanket? Put a blanket on
I'll
him.
pull out a blanket from my pouch.
Curled up in a fetal position.
No.
I have to tell you, I've received a text that my son did a very similar thing tonight, so I'm very amused at this whole situation.
Just the one leg just.
He's puppy dreaming. Wait, he's human. Whoa, he's Goliath dreaming.
Now, who's got the leather band? You said you do?
I have it, yeah.
Okay, you have a leather band. You can go ahead and give me a nature check on that bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I would also give you the sensor to draw, since you wanted to.
Yes. My idea is to go up and see if I can identify these things. That will be a 15.
15. As we begin to look at it, you're not wearing it, are you?
Not yet.
Okay. As we begin to look at it, getting closer and closer to it, you can hear a distant primal whisper, a voice speaking to you in a language you don't understand. It's saying something again and again, but again, it's not. It's a language far foreign and alien to you. But you can hear it as you bring the leather close to your ears.
I will slowly slip it on.
As you do, you hear the voice again, a language you don't understand, seemingly confused and frustrated.
I hear something.
Should you have that on with your new acquisition?
Right, of course not. I'll slip it off again. I should get this properly checked, of course.
I mean,
Important thing, does it come off?
It does.
Okay.
Comes off.
that was risky. Whew. I don't know anything about it.
Yes, well,
It is one way to test for curses.
it did speak to
Give it to him.
No, if it doesn't come off, it's cursed.
Oh. Listen.
It came off, so it's not cursed.
Yeah, well,
Maybe.
I didn't make biscuits. You don't need to risk it.
Beautiful. That needs to be on a shirt. I'm writing that down.
Right. Well,
yes.
I think I will be stepping out. I want to find somebody who can identify our items and do some research in the library.
Do you not need some rest as well?
As an elf, I don't need as much rest as the others. Alor?
Yeah.
I look at you and I look at your ears, and I think to myself, does he need as much rest or not?
No, he does. No, I like to sleep.
Understood.
I mean, part of it's dreamy.
Yes, I don't dream much these days. So, well, I'll take the image if you guys don't mind. I can't take the censure, and might as well have it identified.
I'm gonna come with you.
So we're leaving down here?
I don't advise it, but that does seem to be the plan.
I think we're in a good enough position that we can go back in after we rest.
I believe so.
So let's hold off on identifying it.
Well,
And then most of the places that identify for a cost will charge you more if you go back with one thing at a time.
Right.
Well, also, this was a test, right? This was to see how we do.
Yes.
And it was the test was to get one artifact. And
Yes.
then
Like I
So-
said, we did meet our objective.
yes.
And we downed Brandai. I
I-
believe that is an achievement.
I do agree, but I have found it better to exceed expectations. But I will do as the group decides.
Listen, Tinkus, I agree with that. I'm here to beat someone. So I have to do better than them. That's
I
my
think
goal.
we have one more item in us. We'd return with 2 items. We have not only met their expectations, but beaten them. But again, this is just my thought. I will yield to the group's decision.
Well,
We have beaten their expectations by defeating Brandai and not being killed by him.
I will put forward we do not have evidence of that. We have our story,
That is true.
but that does not mean people will believe us.
we do have the item that was found in his room.
And does it say property of Brandai?
Don't know until we identify it.
I don't care what anyone thinks.
We'll also point out that you have a very sleepy big guy who is not moving anytime soon.
Yeah.
Well, here's my
Well,
question.
unless you want to wake him up.
Here's my question above table.
Don't wake him
Above
up.
table? Yeah, what's up?
I mean, this room is connected to the vault door. What's the big deal? I mean, is the vault door, is it a revolving door? Can we go in and out?
Yeah, you can go. There's
Wasn't there
a heavy lock
there was
to
a
it, but
bell,
you can-
right?
Yeah,
Or something?
I mean, so what's the big deal coming out and going back in?
Well,
Yeah, I know.
sleeping would give you some benefits if you go up and.
I need only 4 hours of sleep.
Sure, but
Hmm.
other people.
There's other
don't.
people in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying
Because I don't need any sleep, but I need to rest to
Right.
get abilities back.
to get abilities back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if everyone feels they have to go together. I mean, for me, I think it's not even the identifying. I also want to research. I'm very compelled to find out what I have just opened.
Also, food for thought.
Yes.
You got down here. I don't know, like around breakfast, lunchtime, somewhere in the day. You've been down here long enough that a long rest is needed.
Yes.
You get up there, the city may be asleep, and no one may really be able to help you until the next day anyway.
Hmm.
So, sleeping at least right now allows us that when you do go up topside, everyone will be available to help you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, otherwise you may have to take a long rest regardless. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. What do you want to do? Oh, yeah, 1 second, yeah.
No, you're fine. If we do take a long rest here, if we sleep, that does give our shadow elf a chance, our friend,
To return.
return.
Hmm.
Or maybe reach out to one of us for help, or I don't know
Right.
what's
If
going on.
we leave, he might be stuck down here.
Especially if he returns to that room.
Yeah.
Right.
We would be returning minus a party member.
Listen, I know we just met, but abandoning someone already is not
That doesn't feel right.
not who I am. Mhm.
Well, I'm not talking about abandoning anyone. I'm just trying to step out and step back in to do some research while people are sleeping.
Fine, do what you want. I'm staying with everyone else.
That's fine.
And
We'll leave the identifying for another time. That's fine.
yeah,
But if you don't mind, I would at least like to be at the library. Find
go to
me
the
there.
library.
Because there was a library within the room outside, right?
I believe
It's
so,
in.
yeah.
It's in the. Yeah, it's in the
There's a
guild.
massive
Yeah.
library in the guild hall.
A
Yeah.
library, you say?
2 big libraries in the guild hall.
Yeah. Okay, so your half that you're not sleeping, you're gonna go outside the gate, go to the library.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
That works.
Yeah.
Let's do this then, since we are splitting the party.
Yeah,
And
that's
we have
my
some
goal.
we had some downtime action, some other things to take care of. Really fast, who is going to bed right now? Food at this point is done. There's some leftovers for our man here, yeah?
Going to bed right now. I'm
yes.
letting you know. You asked a question.
He's already
I'm answering your question.
I love that.
In the corner.
In the corners.
It's on that door jam.
Yeah. Anyone else going to bed right now? Any other business before you do go to bed?
Sleep.
I'm gonna do something, but what other people, unless.
Okay. Anyone?
Yeah, I'll at least get ready to go to sleep. I might lay there for a little while.
Gotcha. Okay. Something else. Trying to go to sleep as best you can. Already sleeping like a champ. Paya.
Gonna scribble down that recipe that I just made and head to bed.
Yeah.
While he's asleep, perhaps we should open the box and put the censure in it. In case we run into anybody that else has designs on it, it would be safe in there.
That's a great idea.
And no animals will get thrown in while he is out.
And the bracelet, maybe.
And maybe the bracelet too. Are you interested in parting with the bracelet to put it in there for now?
I can. Though, yes, that'll be fine. I don't need to identify it right away.
I mean, you can draw it and take
Yeah,
it back.
I'll probably take a quick sketch of
Drawing
it
with you?
to see if there, if I can find somebody. I wouldn't be able to identify it, but at least I could find somebody who might have some knowledge.
Quick question.
Yes.
You don't have to go into too much detail, but back home, would you say there was a variety of different elves in that forest, rangers and more adept casters, things like that?
Yes.
And you probably would have gained access because of your position to knowing them in their lifestyles. Okay, cool. Give me a history check really fast.
Oh, that was a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, you better.
So I'll say this. While you definitely don't know it, you know what it sounds like. That voice in your head, the second you put it on that was talking to you again and again, you heard the elves speak this language. You heard them speak Druidcraft, but again, you don't know the language of Druidcraft. You just know what it sounds like.
Oh, I do.
Very interesting. Okay, so then that makes it now that makes me kind of go back a little bit. Well, how do I do that? I have another idea. Instead of putting the bracelet in the chest, why don't you put it on?
You want me to put it on?
Yes. You are a druid, no?
Yes. I'll take it.
It might speak to you.
Acorns and animal teeth. This makes sense.
That moment when
Yeah.
you tried to code something so heavily.
Yeah. I kind of figured, but I was like, I'll get it out eventually.
Putting it on, and I will say whatever amount of time of attunement, but when you put it on, the druid craft starts to speak to you, and it's almost like that, hey, how's it going? Like that kind of moment.
What's up?
And it's like, hey, I am the tongue of the birds, and the creatures,
Oh my
and
God.
things that swim. I am the tongue of all things that are alive in the world. But I am not the good one. I am the baby dum-dum. I am the baby dum-dum of the voices of the world.
Don't call yourself a baby dum-dum. That just means you're young, right?
I chose it. I looked into the universe. I manifestation, baby dum-dum.
Okay. I understand. That's what you want to be. Okay, I understand.
Yes.
We're just hearing one half of this conversation, right?
Okay, so baby,
Are you talking to the bracelet?
I'm speaking out loud, probably in my head completely, but verbalizing everything that I say. Okay, so baby dum dum,
Yes.
how did you get here? What is
It may have
this
been wrong.
bracelet?
It may have been cursed.
Baby, dumb.
Baby Tumble.
So,
Is that some sort of sweet or?
Does it speak to you?
Can I hear them talking?
oh yeah,
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm right in front of you. You know, I gave you the bracelet, and now you're making like weird faces and talking in front of me, and I'm like,
Oh, yes, sorry. It's a creature that speaks for all animals, but it is the baby dum dum, as it's decided to be called, because it is not the good one. Is that correct? Did I express that correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
You said good words, mouthing.
Yes, thank you very much.
You win. Big thumbs up. I love you. Hi.
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 Hi. Question.
Answers.
What can you do?
I'm so glad you asked. Let me tell you. Hello. I am the lesser bracelet of animal tongue.
There you go.
That's lovely.
Also
what-
known as Baby
Does that
Dum
mean
Dum.
that you would make it so that I could understand animals on a lesser degree?
No, I'm baby dum-dum. I don't do that. No.
Okay. I'm sorry.
And there are others that are better than me. Right now, what I do is that when you transform into animal, I let you I let you cast any spell that only requires a bonus action.
Okay.
Whoa.
Baby Dum Dum, you're amazing.
Thank you. My other ones, they do the better chime job better. They do it twice as goodness.
Do the job bigger.
Well, you're the only one that I have, so for me, you are the best.
Hey, I'll take a golden copper medal. Let's go.
Can I name you something else besides Baby Dum Dum? Would that be okay?
I mean, hey, whatever floats your train. Go right ahead, canoe boss.
I prefer boats, if you don't mind.
Hey, whatever makes your boat wear a skirt.
On time.
My boats, all of my boats have skirts. It's anyway, sorry. Okay, thank you very much. Baby.
Yes, Baby Dum Dum, that is the name I chose. Universe said, boop, and I said, I will not complain.
I'm gonna call you BDD. BD for short. What do you think? Do you like
Those
it?
are 2 letters. I love it. It makes the thinky parts hurt less.
Yes, BD. Okay.
Yes.
Very lovely to meet you.
Remember, when you are wilding out in the shapes, you can still cast bonus action spells. That is what I do.
That is amazing. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate this talk with you.
BD, out. And suddenly, the druid craft stops talking to you, and you have attuned to the lesser bracelet of animal tongue.
Well, something tells me we have one less thing to identify. Right.
Right.
I will be off.
Seems this one identifies itself.
Yes, I've never had anything like that happen. It's BD for Baby Dumb. I left out the last one.
What?
That's its name.
Dumb.
The bracelet
The bracelet
is named
It-
Baby Dumb.
Yes.
All right.
Effective.
Right.
Well,
Go to bed.
I guess it imprinted on you, so that makes you Mama. But I don't think you're dumb, so.
Well,
Well, if I may be so bold, I may move things forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
That being said, give me an Arcana check on the blueprint.
I did want to verify. I do have to spend 6 hours essentially inert. I don't know if I can be looking at the plans, kind of, or if I just need to be completely off your call.
Basically, under no stressful or heavy exercise or activity.
Okay. So then Arcana.
Can I help him with the Arcana?
Sure. Yeah. That will give you advantage. You can roll that again.
I don't know that I need to do that. I'll take the second roll. That's an 18. Maybe I do better than that. No, that is also 18. So advantage roll both, and that is a +6, so that's 24.
Okay. You're able to
Thank
get
you.
you're able to get a very good start on this. I'm going to say it's getting late after all this time, so you're going to be probably going off to bed, trying to do that whole thing. While he's gone, with that great start, you're able to piece together that this is a blueprint for a system that lets you craft something with magical essence into it. And much later, as you're poring over the blueprint, you're able to find that this blueprint allows you to make +1 weapons. By following this blueprint, you can take any weapon that already exists. You have to have the downtime and the money, but if you have that, you can make that item a +1 weapon. So it would take about a week and cost probably about 500 gold, but if you have that, you can then make effectively a +1 weapon.
So you say it takes about a week. Do I need to be not dungeoneering during that time, or
You
be
can.
the downtime of that?
It would be a downtime action once a day, consistently.
Okay.
It's not like you're in your workshop back to back, 12 hours grueling. No, just making sure every day you're working on that thing a little bit more. With that, I have 2 things I want to do. But the first thing is I want to talk to you. So you're going to the library.
Yeah, and I
after
want to make
you-
it quick if I can. I don't want
Absolutely.
to spend too much time on it.
Were you researching?
So as I'll go up. What is it? Just I got to ring the bell and they'll open it for me.
The heavy metal door that Slate was using has the same pressure release button and a bar. So if you slam your foot down and press it open, you can hear the latch go, the heavy as it opens up.
Okay, sweet. And then I could just head to the library. Other people around. Is there a librarian?
No, actually getting out this late, it's like 8, 9, 10, 11. It's dark outside, so everyone's probably at home sleeping.
So it's about 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I will go in and see if I can find any research on Nemesis.
Okay. Do you have any of the feeder abilities, or the background? I think was librarian or sage.
No, I don't. I don't have that feat.
Okay. In that case, give me a choice of perception or religion. The DC for religion will be much higher.
I mean, I have an extremely high perception because I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
So I will go ahead and roll for perception. Oh.
What?
That was pretty bad.
jinxed it.
Perception
But
plus
not a
perception.
one.
That's not a 1, but it's a 9. It's a 9.
I feel attacked.
Yeah. As you look around, unfortunately, you don't find any books that have anything to do with Nemesis. You do find a lot of very interesting books. Just like going to any library, you're lost in the Dewey Decimal. You're just getting lost in the dots, and you can't quite find the book you want.
Got it.
Now, I'm guessing you're gonna try and find a place to sleep, get your 4 hours, so you're good for the next day.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna head back down. Can I still get back down if I needed to?
Yeah, there's the lock mechanisms on both sides.
Okay. So I think what I will do is there any book there of interest that I can borrow?
You
Okay,
can,
three.
but there requires a librarian to be there so they
so
can
no-
check it out. And since it's open to the public but closed officially, you really can't check
well,
out.
at least I learned something today. I will go ahead and step out of the library, step out of the moonlight for a little bit, and get some air. There, I will quickly check my stone, and I will do a small little ritual to see if I feel or see anything.
You look through the ritual and into the stone, and it doesn't give you anything in return. But as you do, because that ritual, it starts to glow yellow again, and that sigil on your hand begins to burn.
I will take a deep breath, and I will begin my trance there. And when my trance is done, I will head down.
And you do. As you go down, I want to turn things over to the sleeping half-elf. Despite all the tossing and turning, sleep does eventually come for you. Some people may be dreaming of a sea that mocks them with a laughing fish. Some may be seeing an abyss with nothing but a blue flame counting the days. Whatever it is that is in your mind, there is one thing for sure. You don't get the luxury of what you dream about. You see that puffy corpse, water spilling out of its mouth as he's trying to talk to you. Let it go. The burden will always be too heavy. Drown. Drown and become the key. Why are you holding back? Let the water fill your lungs.
And he tries to cast Eldritch Blast. He's just reactionary at this point.
As you do that, much like every horrible nightmare where you try to exert some amount of self-defense, you can feel that arm just become so numb and weak and limp. But then suddenly that big, strong arm grabs you by your wrist, picks it up, and you see that blue hand with that night sky coursing through it. And you feel that presence of that boisterous, loud man that fought him before. And he says, he's right, you know.
What?
It's always too heavy to go it alone. You can't carry it. He's right. It's always going to be too heavy. And guess what? The minute you think you got it, that's when it gets heavier.
What do you do then?
He takes his other hand. He grabs yours. You're in this kind of like 2-for-2 hand up. His thumb is resting your wrist, but your palms are both out extended. He grabs your other hand and he says, well, I could say you could ask for help, but who knows if ever gonna, show up. But the one thing I can say, you should gotta try. You feel something in your hand. And as that happens, suddenly you look back, that broad man is gone, and that water-bloated corpse is now an army. You can feel their hands upon your clothes, your neck. They're trying to crush you, and they keep saying, just drown. Let the water fill your lungs till they pop, and then become the key and drown.
He will exert every ounce of energy he has and do what the night sky man told him and try.
What does trying feel like for you?
For Aldor, trying feels like taking a step back and observing, reading everything that's happening around him, and then reacting with the information that he has gained.
That initial stepping back, you see where your body once was, this army of bloated corpses just trying to get into a dog pile. At that point in time, you realize that while they're actively trying to drown you, you are no longer in their dog pile. And in that moment, you see this thing that he handed you coursing with energy. And the only thing that you can feel with this information, well, what would it be in this moment where they're no longer focused on you? What would be the trying being done?
The trying is understanding what they want. Aldor is a merchant. He's a master merchant. He reads people, figures out what they want, and tries to find a way around it to make them happy, but get his way.
I keep saying it over and over again, and it rings in your head. Become the key. They're demanding you let yourself drown and become the key. And at this point, you look in your hands, you see what looks like a weird rod that glistens and glows and almost starts to slowly take the shape of a key. And it's at that moment that you wake up. In your hand, in real space, is the +1 Rod of the Pact Keeper. And that is where we're going to end today's episode. Just watching Chris like, oh shit. Well,
You got some new toys.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I believe this was episode 5. We're going to be coming at you again next time. This one was a lot of fun, a lot of roleplay, a lot of downtimes. Can't wait for more. And until then, we'll see you here, same time, same channel, for more Dungeons Divided Rivenheim. Everyone, you have a great night. See you then. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.